Synth TV.
Hey everybody, CatSynth TV, and today we mourn the passing of composer and keyboardist Chick Corea. He was a pioneer of the use of electronic instruments in jazz, and was one of the early adopters of the electric piano as a primary instrument, often pairing it with a ring modulator. This was his signature instrumentation when he played with Miles Davis at the end of the 1960s into 1970, including on Davis's seminal album Bitches Brew. Together, they were setting the foundations of what would become jazz fusion in the 1970s. Chick Corea launched his own band, Return to Forever, with an eponymous album in 1972. Together with Stanley Clarke on bass, Airto Moreira on drums and percussion, Joe Farrell on winds, and Flora Purim on vocals, they combined Latin American styles with the emerging fusion sounds. The next incarnation of the band saw drummer Lenny White and guitarist Bill Connors join Corea and Clarke, with the band incorporating more of the rock and funk sounds heard in Herbie Hancock's bands and John McLaughlin's Mahavishnu Orchestra. During this period, he often played a mini-moog alongside Fender Rhodes, along with Art Odyssey and soloist synthesizers. In the 1980s, Corea formed the Electric Band and its trio reduction, the Acoustic Band, together with drummer Dave Weckl and bassist John Patitucci. With Electric, Corea explored some of the decade's notable instruments such as the Fairlight CMI, Synclavier, and Yamaha's DX7 and TX81Z FM synthesizers, alongside his trusty Minimoog. By contrast, Acoustic represented Corea's return to a more traditional acoustic jazz sound, reminiscent of his earlier work with Miroslav Vitous and Roy Haynes. Beyond his jazz work, Corea remained a very versatile performer. In the late 1970s, he embarked on a series of acoustic piano duet concerts with Herbie Hancock, playing stripped-down versions of each other's compositions, along with a range of piano repertoire such as the work of Bela Bartok. They reprised the series in 2015. He also explored contemporary classical music in his later career, adapting his signature composition Spain for orchestra and composing his first string quartet for the Orion String Quartet in 2004. In 2008, Corea reunited with Clarke together with Lenny White and Al Di Meola. That same year, he also teamed up again with John McLaughlin, along with newer collaborators like Brian Blade, Christian McBride, Vinnie Colaiuta, and Kenny Garrett. Both of these projects represented a return to the jazz fusion that defined his iconic 1970s bands. In 2016, Corea celebrated his 75th birthday with a series of concerts at the Blue Note in New York, featuring collaborations with McLaughlin and a host of other musicians from his many decades in music. In response to this milestone, he stated, "I pretty well ignore the numbers that make up age. It seems to be the best way to go. I have always just concentrated on having the most fun I can with the adventure of music." Do you have thoughts about Chick Corea, his music, or his legacy? Please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Check out more at www.catsynth.com, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.